Ladies and gentlemen, we might have just witnessed the worst card in UFC history. UFC London was absolutely a steaming pile of dog shit, man. Oh my god. I live reacted to this card for 6 hours, by the way. 6 hours I was sitting here behind this fucking computer reacting to this card. It was the first time I ever did a fight companion. And let me tell you that was the first one and the last one that I will ever do, because this card was atrocious. I mean, we can start from the top and work our way down, but the main event. Now, the main event in particular was not terrible, but like the title of the video says in the thumbnail, Leon Edwards is done. This is the end of Leon Edwards as we know it. As a fighter, this is the end of his career. This is the end of him as a person. He's going to go back to working at McDonald's now. He's done. Leon Edwards went out there for 4 rounds, got 10-8'd in round 2, by the way. But he went out there and just got dominated, marauded, beaten, battered, bruised. Every word you can think of. Every dramatic, over-exaggerated word you can think of is what happened to Leon Edwards. I told you guys, he's an idiot. I remember I did a video saying JDM was going to beat him, which this, obviously Sean Brady is not JDM, but still. And the comments were like, dude, respect Leon. He's a champion, bro. He's a former champ. Have some respect. He's terrible. And I'm starting to think more and more and more he absolutely fluked a win. The win against Usman was a fluke, is really what I'm trying to say. He fluked a career. I'm starting to think more and more. That head kick, I mean, if he doesn't land that head kick, he doesn't win the fight, right? Because he was losing the fight up until the head kick. He head kicks Usman. Then he has a close fight with Usman in the trilogy ender. A close fight with a washed Kamaru Usman, by the way, which Leon cheated multiple times in that fight, blatantly. Then he goes on to face Colby Covington in what was an atrocious fight, one of the worst pay-per-view main events of all time. And by the way, Colby Covington had 1 foot in that fight. Then he goes on to lose to Bilal Muhammad. And that's literally like his whole kind of title run. Shitty title defense against Usman, shitty fight against Colby, loses to Bilal, and then now he just lost to Sean Brady. He's done. It's over. It's completely cooked for this guy. Because what are his options? If okay, he lost this fight, right? If he decides to continue his career, which I don't think he should retire and become a fucking, I don't know, didn't he say he wants to be a model or something, or he can be a model? Look, realistically, what is it? Shavkat? Joaquin Buckley? Ian Gary? He doesn't beat these guys. He doesn't have it in him to beat these guys. Because most of these guys will just out-grapple him anyways. Because he's shit. And Sean Brady is not shit. And I told you guys, and actually, I didn't even bring this up. I predicted Sean Brady to win this spot on. Now, I didn't say he was going to win a submission. I said he was going to win a decision. Jesus Christ. I didn't say he was going to get a submission. I said he was going to get a decision. But he still won. He still won the fight. And a lot of people picked Leon, which I thought was kind of dumb because I'm like, Leon struggles with grapplers. Leon doesn't. He has staff as well. He was coping about the loss to Bilal. He was not in the right mental space, I can tell. And Sean Brady, he was hungry, and he's been making improvements every single fight. And you saw that in this performance. It was a tremendous performance from Sean Brady. Way better than the Bilal performance, I thought. Multiple submission attempts. Finally got the submission in round 4. Great submission. First guy to finish Leon Edwards. Pause. Great. It was a tremendous performance from Sean Brady. I think he should face Shavkat or Buckley. Either Shavkat or Buckley, the winner gets a title shot. A guaranteed title shot. Because, yeah, that was a great performance by Sean Brady. But again, as for Leon, he was so worried about, I want to fight Bilal for the title. Yeah, I'll beat Sean Brady and fight Bilal. And then he just loses this fight. I don't know what's next for him, but probably a manager at McDonald's is his next occupation. Oh, don't even get me started on this fight. Oh my God, don't get me started on this fight. They absolutely, I don't give a fuck what anybody says in the comments. I don't give a fuck what any other channel says, they absolutely robbed Jan Blachowicz. They robbed him. They robbed him. They highway robbed him. And people are gonna cry the blues and say, "No, Ulberg, he did more than Blachowicz." What did he do? What did he realistically do? The pity patter leg kicks. Oh, the left hook that barely grazed Blachowicz's face. The jab that this was. I'm gonna say this right now. This is one of the all-time worst performances I've ever seen from a up-and-coming prospect. Carlos Ulberg, by the way, is 34. He's not even an up-and-coming prospect. He's 34, bro. But nonetheless, horrible performance. This was prime Israel Adesanya levels bad. We're talking leg kicks at range. We're talking jabs at range. Terrible. Like, what more can I say? This was just a hilariously bad performance. Now, I did pick Jan Blachowicz. I picked a lot of guys on this card. I actually went 4-8, which is the worst I've ever went since I've started this channel. But, I mean, there was a lot of robberies on this card, and this was fucking one of them, bro. Jan Blachowicz should have got this. At least 2-1 Jan Blachowicz. But no, they gave it to Ulberg because he's the new star. I don't understand. First of all, Jan Blachowicz's career has just been... I mean, the split, or the draw with Magomed, then the split with Pereira, now this. Poor Jan Blachowicz, he's 42 and he's still... and they're still robbing him. It's just... And the UFC they want to make this Carlos Ulberg guy a thing so bad, but he's just so fucking terrible, man. He's terrible. He's terrible, and nobody can convince me he's not. He's horrible. Look at the way he fights. Pity patter shots, no power behind them, boring personality as well, if you want to talk about outside of the cage. Ugly as shit. He's got a clapped hairline. He looks gay. Like, I just don't like this guy, bro. I really don't like this guy. I promise you guys, if I was in London, I would have... I can't even say that, because that could be seen as like, oh, you're threatening to assault him. Whatever, bro. Fuck Carlos Ulberg. They keep robbing Jan Blachowicz. I don't even know what to say anymore. I was so excited to see Jan Blachowicz come back after 2 years. I was just so happy. And for him to just get robbed, I know he didn't do a lot in that fight either, but bro, he just deserved it more, I thought. Especially after a 2-year layoff, multiple surgeries. Fuck Carlos Ulberg, man. I really hope he gets flatline KO'd over and over and over again, bro. I really hope so. Gunnar Nelson, Kevin Holland. Fuck this shit as well. I mean, what is this sport, man? I picked Gunnar Nelson. Kevin Holland is, I guess, good now. He can defend the takedown now, I guess. He landed a good shot. He almost knocked out Nelson in the first round. Like, he's just good, I guess, now. Even though this was a shit performance from both guys. And it was still, like, it wasn't a close fight, but it was like Nelson was kind of staying in there, which kind of impressed me because he was out for about 2 years. So he stood in the fight pretty well. But Kevin Holland is just... He's decent, I guess. He's good enough to be Gunnar Nelson, at least. So at least he's not going to get cut from the sport, even though I think he should still be. I don't really got a lot to say about this. Fuck Kevin Holland. Again, I picked Gunnar Nelson, but, I mean, what do you guys want me to say, man? This sport is dog shit. I'm sorry. This card made me question if I even love this sport anymore. I mean, you got another retarded fight. Women's MMA. Alexia Tainara, this fucking retard that kept dancing around, like... Versus Molly McCann. I mean, she retired. Molly McCann retired. Who gives a fuck? No, I mean, she's had some cool finishes, I guess, but I don't know what you guys want me to say, man. Tainara just submitted her in the first round. Like, I picked Molly McCann because I thought Molly McCann was still decent, but she's just not. Alexia Tainara is just a retard, and fuck this sport. I don't care. Chris, another dumb pick by me, I guess, right? I picked Jordan Vucenic, the younger guy, the faster guy, the better striker, the former Cage Warriors champion, to beat Chris Duncan, and he's retarded too. He got dropped in the first round. He got submitted in the second. What do you want me to say? This is the hardest sport in the world to predict, bro. Chris Duncan is out here just beating guys. I don't know what you want me to say, guys. He was a big underdog, I believe, as well. What the fuck, bro? Like... I got this pick wrong. Then you got Nathaniel Wood. I got this pick right, but Nathaniel Wood fumbled a finish in the first round. And then so he had a good first round. He dropped Morgan Charriere. I said he was going to beat Morgan Charriere, but then he fumbled a finish, and then the rest of the fight just ended up being piss boring. So it was a pretty boring fight overall, even though Nathaniel Wood could have finished him, I thought. So yeah, that main card is dog shit when you really look at it. Wood Charriere was mid. I mean, Duncan got a cool finish, but it's like, I mean, most of us wanted Vucenic to win, let's be honest. Tynara got just a mid submission over the hometown hero. Gunnar Nelson, Kevin Holland was like fun, I guess, but just, it was fun. It was fun, but, you know, Blachowicz Ulberg was one of the worst fights of the year ever. Actually, fuck the year ever. It's one of the worst fights ever. And then Sean Brady was, it was fun seeing Edwards get his ass beat, but it really wasn't that entertaining overall. So that was the main card, just unceremonious as fuck. Jai Herbert, Chris Padilla, one of the worst fights I've ever seen. Both guys should be cut from the sport. Both guys should be literally sent to work at McDonald's for the rest of their lives, honestly. Honestly. Both guys should never have a spot in my sport ever again. Fuck both of these guys. I picked Chris Padilla. He got the win, I guess. Good for me. But both guys are dog shit. Loughran, Kavanagh, Felipe dos Santos. This was fun. This was fun. But, again, another performance from Loughran. I wasn't super impressed by him. I kind of preferred his opponent's performance better. I thought Felipe had a better performance. Honestly, even though Loughran did clearly win the fight, I thought Felipe kind of had a better performance, a little bit. He looked a bit. I feel like Loughran tries to look too flashy, whereas I feel like Felipe's just throwing elbows from the bottom, spinning spinning elbows and knees up the middle. He's a nasty fighter, whereas I feel like Loughran Kavanagh is like, he's just like, oh, I'm going to slam him and I'm going to just beat Loughran Kavanagh, but I don't know. I like the way Felipe looked in this fight, man. He was really in it, but Loughran did get the win, so I picked Loughran to win. So yeah, that was cool. Oh my gosh, bro. This card broke me. I swear to God it did, bro. Marcin Tybura versus Mick Porkin. Unanimous decision for Marcin Tybura. I gave this fight clearly to Mick Porkin. 2-1 Mick Porkin. Clearly. At least 2-1. Clearly a Mick Porkin fight. Clearly. And they gave it to the fat, ugly, balding heavyweight. They're both fat. But you know what I mean. Tybura's fat and old. And they gave the decision to him. Why, UFC? You always do this shit, man. He didn't do enough to win this fucking fight, man. He really didn't. I'm talking about Marcin Tybura. He didn't do enough to win this fight. Both guys are shit, I'll be honest. Mick Porkin looks shit too. Especially in that third round. Both guys look terrible. But what the fuck did Marcin Tybura do to win this fight? What did he do? What did he do? He got pieced up. He got a takedown at the end of round 1. That won him the whole round. He lost 4 minutes and 55 seconds of the first round, but then he got a takedown. So that means he wins the whole fucking round according to the judging of this sport. I hate this sport now. I hate this fucking sport. It's so shit, man. I don't even know why I'm crashing out over this fight in particular. You know why I'm crashing out? Because Mick Porkin was a guy, decent striking. He could have maybe been something at heavyweight. He's relatively young. We know what Marcin Tybura versus Tom Aspinall looks like. We know what Marcin Tybura versus any top guy at heavyweight looks like. We know he's shit and fat. We know this already. At least Mick Porkin is a new, fresh, young prospect. But guess what? He got fraud checked as well. Even though it was a shit robbery. Christian Leroy Duncan another shit fight. Another dog shit fight. I don't care that I picked Christian Leroy. He should have got I almost said something crazy, man. I hated this fight too. Christian Leroy Duncan has no fucking anything. He just lands some good combinations and then clinches. Good combination, clinches. This was one of the most dog shit, low level, boring fights I've ever seen in the history of combat sports. I want both guys to be exiled from this country. I want both guys to be fucking... I can't even say what I want to say, man. I hated this fight. Two dog shit fighters just... Man, bro. Fuck, man. Shauna Bannon, Tomar, shit women's fight, man. Shauna Bannon was doing sidekicks the whole fight, spamming sidekicks. And then she'd get kicked in the stomach and then say, oh, she kicked my vagina. Oh, low blow, she kicked my vagina. The fuck? And then she gets head kick KO'd. But the ref doesn't call it. The ref doesn't call it because you don't want to fuck up the ref's parlay, right? Because he had money on Shauna Bannon. So the ref doesn't call it. Even though I've seen referees call early stoppages. Anyways, the ref doesn't call it. And Pooja Tomar, like a dumb women's MMA fighter that she is, fumbles the finish, gets her arm caught in an armbar, puts herself deeper into the armbar, and then gets submitted by a dog shit Shauna Bannon. Both women are dog shit. This sport is dog shit. Get rid of women's fights, please. Nathan Fletcher, another robbery. A robbery. They should have gave this to Nathan Fletcher. But you know what? Fuck Nathan Fletcher. He's shit too. Both are shit. Two young prospects, and they both look like 40-year-old retarded men. And they both fight like fucking 40-year-old retarded men. Both are shit. England, this is your best fighter. Ireland, this is your best. These guys are shit. 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 This fight was shit too. The women's fight was shit too. Even before the finish. Before and after the finish. Shit fight. I don't care. And I picked Nathan Fletcher. I don't care, honestly. He didn't deserve to get the fucking... Both guys are shit. Guram Kutateledze, shit. The guys literally face better competition than Cal Fernandes. Better people. Way better fighters than Cal Fernandes. And what does he do? He doesn't know all of a sudden how to check a... I'm spitting everywhere, I'm sorry. But all of a sudden, Guram doesn't know how to check a leg kick. So he just gets leg kicked. Basically, he almost gets leg kicked TKO'd by this bum-ass, Mexican-looking Brazilian fuck who's never going to be anything in this... I'm done, bro. I'm done. I got this pick wrong. I went 4 and something. This is one of the worst cards I've ever seen. I sat here for 6 hours watching shit fight, 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 shit. All shit. Honestly. All the fights were shit. Even the ones that weren't shit were shit. This whole card was shit. The UK MMA scene is shit. This is your best fighters, UK MMA? This is your best fighter, Leon Edwards? Really? This is your best guy? Really? New Zealand, this is your big 34-year-old prospect, Carlos Ulberg? I hate this sport now, man. I'm done. I'm retiring. I'm done. That's it. You'll never see me again. I hate this sport. Goodbye. Goodbye, bro. Honestly. I just... Sorry if... Look, I know I screamed the whole fucking video. I'm sorry for you guys that are using headphones. It's just... Make sure you guys like and sub. What did you guys think? I can't even speak properly. What did you guys think of this shitty-ass card? My heart is about to explode. I'm actually really angry right now that I sat 6 hours to watch this, one of the worst cards of the year. And then Leon Edwards is just dog shit. He deserves to be sent to fucking working at McDonald's, honestly. Make sure you guys like and sub. You know, I don't know what else to say. Become a member in the description below. We already have 1 member. So let's get it growing, I guess. I think this might be the end of this. I might just retire. MMA's done, bro. We got Gaethje about to face Islam Makhachev. John Jones is still ducking Tom Aspinall. I mean, Tom Aspinall was there in the crowd. That was like the only good thing about the night was Tom Aspinall holding up a duck. This sport is... Goodbye, guys. Goodbye.